Hi, my name is Zoe Allen, and I'm an Executive Regional Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne International. And I'm going to take you through a Mastering the Invite training designed for new consultants starting out on their Arbonne journey. So we're going to go through inviting somebody to a business launch, inviting someone to have a one-to-one and look at the business or look at a video, and inviting somebody to trial the products. So I'm going to share my screen and you can see the verbiage and make use of it. Here we go, Mastering the Invite. So I love this quote by a lady called Paula Pritchard, who's got a great audio training and it called Recruiting Made Easy, I think, something along those lines. And it says, amateurs convince and professionals sort. And I absolutely believe this is true. I don't convince anybody to join this business. I think if you convince them to join, then you convince them to do it after they have joined. So there's no point. It's a waste of your time and theirs. So professional sort. So it's about making your list. So one of the first things you're asked to do in Arbonne is to write down a list of your contacts. So who do you know? Who's in your mobile phone? Who's on your Facebook list? Write them down, and it's up to you how you do this. For me, I use a book, and I write them all in a book. And every so often I revisit that book and add to it, brainstorm it again. Who have I forgotten? And then once I've contacted somebody from that paper book, like handwritten, I then put them into a computer system so I can set reminders and manage it that way and do the follow-up. But it's entirely up to you as what works for you. So once we've made our list, we work the list. So we then take highlighter pens. This is just a guideline. You can choose whatever pens you've got around, but we do on here green. So you highlight people that are green, who are ambitious with vision. Highlight people in red when they're dissatisfied with their job, and you highlight people in blue when they're the wanters. So who do you know that's ambitious? Who do you know that is unhappy at work, that wants out, that knows that they're meant for more than the job they're currently doing, and they feel like they're frustrated because there's no potential for growth in that job? Who do you know that wants something? They want more time, a bigger house, more holidays. So we highlight those people, and then we choose our top 10, our second top 10, and our third top 10. So we've got a list of the top 30 people from our list, and then we decide how we approach them. So we have three main different approaches: front door, side door, and back door. And that basically means front door is a direct approach. We're asking them directly to look at the business. We think it would be a fit. We know their why, their want. The side door is more indirect. So we're asking them if they know anybody that would like to do this. And then the back door is a complete super indirect, where we even rule them out. We say, we know it's not for you, but do you know somebody who would be interested in this? So the first thing we do as a new consultant is you'll hopefully organise some business launches with your sponsor. So a few business launches, they can be online, offline, and you've booked those in the diary. So then we have to invite people to those launches. Now, these are for the people that are local to you. So they're going to live near you, so they can come to your house. Or having said that, you could do an online launch where they are completely not local to you, and you do it online as well. So either way, you can now do this with the power of technology, like this calls like this. So this is a way of inviting them. So this is a direct approach, which I love. We know their want. We know that this business would be a fit for them. So we go, hi, hey Sarah, hope you're well. I wanted to invite you to an event for my new business. I'm so excited about it, and I can't wait for you to hear about it too, as I know you are looking for some more time at home with the kids. And obviously that's underlined because that's the bit you change. So this is when you know their want. It may be for you, it may not. And either way, I'd appreciate your support. So when is best? Tuesday at 7 p.m. or Thursday at 7 p.m. So you give them two options. Always give them 2 dates. So if they can't make one, then they're more likely that they can at least make one of them if you've got 2 date options. So give them the 2 dates, and you're knowing their want. And then if they ask you, well, what's it for? It's an online business where you can work from home. It's impossible to do it justice on the phone or over a text message, or however you've sent the message, probably text message or Facebook message. If you come, you can hear all about all the info to see if it's for you or not. And who knows, you may know someone who would love it. Are you free? So I love that. It's a great answer. And also, actually, what I didn't mention, in the initial invite, you're actually saying to them, it may be for you, it may not. So you're giving them we call it a pressure off statement. There's no pressure there. It might be for them, it might not. We don't want to feel that they're going to come to that launch and then they've got to, they'll feel under pressure that they've got to do it. They can't say no. It might be for you, it might not. And then when the what is it as well, we're also, it's no pressure. And then if somebody says, I can't make it, this is another way you can respond to that. Okay, I totally understand that you are busy, but I would still love to meet with you and share the whole story. Maybe we could do a quick coffee next week. What day would work best? Or if it's somebody that you're inviting to an online launch, then you can arrange a different time to do a call. And then you send them a reminder, text or call the night before, so you know how many people are confirmed. Hi, I'm so looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I just wanted to confirm, and you have all the details. So it's, it's tomorrow, whatever time, the address, make sure they know how to find you. Amazing, thank you for your support. See you tomorrow. So there we go, business launch invite. So feel free to just copy it. And then we have a front door approach. This is more when you're inviting somebody one-on-one for a one-to-one chat about the business. So the key to opening the front door, so the one we've just done for business launch is a front door approach. So it was a direct approach. We know the want. So, and this is the same kind of system really, knowing that somebody's want, which is the key to opening the door. So it has 4 parts: introduction, the want, the lock-in statement, and a close. So how do we discover somebody's want? Now, for your friends, this will be easy because you talk to them all the time about life, and you do life together. You know what's bothering them. You know if they're unhappy at work because they'll have told you about it. But you might meet somebody out and about. You may be at a swimming lesson with a kid, and you get chatting to a parent. You sat there watching, and could be anywhere in the gym. And I love this little system that Paula Pritchard has put together. It's called Form. So it gives you a structure when it comes to speaking to people. Because some of you it will come really naturally, but for others it doesn't. So it gives you this to follow. So you think, okay, families. You ask them about their family. Do they have children? Or do they have? Does the child that they're with has a sibling, or do they have any family? And then occupation. What do they do for a living? And then no matter what they say, always say, I bet you love it. Even if it's the most dull job in the world. If you said to them, oh, I bet you hate it, they would usually come out, then give you the opposite. Say, oh, no, it's okay. And whereas if you say, I bet you love it, they'll give you the reasons why they don't like it. And then you can be listening out for those, like, for the kind of, I call them red flags, like for the things that you think, oh my goodness, I one will be a fit for you. And then you ask them what they do in their spare time. What do they do as a hobby, recreation? And then you do the message. So the message is actually the invite. So you start practicing 4, so talking to them about the family, occupation, recreation, and build relationships. And then what I love about this is what you can do is find out about them. And when you find that want, so you've had a conversation with somebody and you find out that they don't like their job or they're not happy, then you can go back later in the day and text them or Facebook message them with your invites. There's no pressure on you thinking, oh my goodness, I need to talk to them about Arbonne, but I don't know what to say. I'm new, I'm not sure what I'm doing. You go back to them later, and if it's somebody that you don't really know, then connect with them. We are professional networkers, so make sure you connect with them on Facebook. Oh, I'd love to connect with you on Facebook, and it's been great chatting to you today. Can we connect on Facebook? And then you can go back with the message or the invite, which goes something like this. So, hi Sarah, I've been thinking about our conversation earlier when you told me that you didn't want to go back to work after having the baby, or when you told me you hated your job, or when you told me you wanted a bigger house. Were you being serious or just kidding around? I think I have a way you can be at home with your children. I can't go into it now. What are you doing tomorrow? Do you have some uninterrupted time? I can run an idea past you. And then I've got an example there in a text message. That would be more like a phone call on the right. And then you've got on the left is a text. So I say, I've been thinking about our conversation earlier. When you told me you didn't want to go back to work after having the baby, were you being serious? I think I have a way you can be at home with a little one and still earn a full-time income. What are you doing tomorrow? Do you have some uninterrupted time and I can run an idea past you? So that's one way of asking somebody to look at the business, and then you'll present the business presentation to them. Then we've got the direct approach. This is Facebook people contacts. So we have lots of friends on Facebook, might be friends from school that we haven't seen for years and years, but we still see their lives. We see what they're doing on Facebook. And we don't know, but we don't really know them that well. So we don't really know what their want is. So we have an invite like this. Hi, Sarah, how are you? Long time no speak. You look amazing in your wedding pictures, or your holiday pictures look great, or your kids are growing up so fast, whatever it is. Like, you can see their life on Facebook. The reason for my message, as you probably can see, I'm running an online business and it's going really, really well. But ever since I've started, I can't stop thinking about you, as I think you'd be absolutely amazing at it. Now, you are picking people on your list. You sorted your list for the people you do think would be absolutely amazing at it. And if I was to treat you to a coffee and a cake, would you be open to take a look at it? And there we go. That's simple. Now, if that person lives in Timbuktu and the thought of treating them to a coffee and a cake would cost you £1,000 to get there, then you have technology. So the same message, just slightly adapted at the end. So, and you're saying, I'm running an online business. It's going really, really well. I can't stop thinking about you. I think you'd be amazing. If I was to send you a link, would you be open to taking a look at it? So then you can send a video DA. You can choose the video you think they would relate to. So you know something about their circumstances. So if they're a personal trainer, you pick a personal trainer. You try and pick somebody you think, oh, it's about similar age. If they're a mum, you pick another mum who's got a really great Discover Arbonne presentation and send it across to them. Or ideally, you can have your own one. But if you're brand new to this business, I would use somebody else's to begin with. And then as you get more confident, you can create your own little online Discover Arbonne to send. So we then have a cold market approach. So for many people, this will be totally out of the comfort zone. And in the beginning, in the early days of your business, you still have a big network. You have what we call your warm market, people you already know to invite to look at the business. When you've been in the business a long time, like I have, you go into what's called the No Friends Left Club, the NFL club, or I was in the No Friends to Start With club, whatever that's called. And so for us, like, one of the fears in network marketing is not knowing enough people or running out of people to talk to. So if you can master talking to the cold market, then you never run out of people to talk to. And to me, this is like a tool that I have in my toolkit. And I know if I'm out and about and I meet somebody, I think, oh my goodness, they'd be great at Arbonne, and I really like that person, then I now have a way of asking them to look at the business. When in the early days, I didn't know how. So I'd see somebody, I think, oh, they'd be amazing. And I wouldn't know what to say. So I didn't say anything. So this has given me a tool that I have. So when I am out and about, I can use it if I meet somebody that I think, yeah, I really like you. I think you'd be great. So it goes something like this. You build a rapport. You give them a compliment. You might compliment a genuine compliment. Find a genuine compliment. Say, you're really friendly, or I love your shoes, or your scarf, whatever. And then as you're leaving, so you might have been served in a restaurant, or you might have been in a shop, or you're going about your business. So you say to them, this is a bit out of the blue. So you kind of catch them off guard a little bit. Or this might sound a bit weird, whatever feels more comfortable to you. And then you say, would you say you're open to new things and opportunities? And I've had one no out of, I don't know how many, a lot to this question. Like, most people will say yes to this question. And then you say, I would love to tell you a little bit about the business I do. I think you'd be great at it because, and again, you put in a genuine compliment because you're so friendly, you've just got great customer service, you've got great people skills, whatever it is. You know what? It might not be for you, but you never know. Again, this is a pressure off statement. We don't want that person to feel like, oh my goodness, if I hear about this, then that's it. They'll want me to do it. There's no pressure. And then what I can do is meet you for a coffee and tell you a little bit about it and see what you think. And then you pass your business card and you say, stick your number on there and I'll text you to arrange a time and a date. And then you take your business card back and then you text them and you do what you say you're going to do. So you text that person, say, great to meet you the other day. When would be great for coffee? I'm free on whatever this is in this day. So do what you say you're going to do in this business. So many people let opportunities just slip away. So there we go. That's the call. This is the one that really takes the most memorizing because it's something you're doing out and about. It's not like the others where you're sitting writing a text message or a Facebook message and you don't have to remember it. You can store it in your notes on your phone and it's there to use. Whereas this one does take some practice, but well worth mastering. Right. Then we have, I need to move my little, my face. There we go. A side door referral. So this is about location. So it's warm market, somebody you know. It might be when we're expanding into Germany next year. So it might be somebody you know in Germany, Hi Sue, I've only got a minute. And again, this is on the phone, but it could be over a message. Hi Sue, I've texted you for a reason. I'm looking to expand my business in your area or in Germany. I'm looking for someone who'd like to be in business for themselves. I mean, an extra 3,000 to 5,000 euros a month. Who do you know who'd like to be in business for themselves? So this is an indirect. And of course, you want them to go, oh, I would be interested in that. Like, what is it? And then go, okay, let me show you. Let's have a call or a coffee and I can go through it with you. So that's a side door, indirect approach. And then this is a product, asking somebody to try all these amazing products. So I'm just trying to, again, I'm moving my head out the way. There we go. So, hey Sarah, it's Zoe. I have a huge favour to ask. I have a full-size anti-aging vegan skincare set that I'd love you to try. I'd love your feedback and opinion. Would you be open to trying it out for me for 3 days? So then she says, yes, I'd love to. Great. When would be a good time to catch you? I need 10 to 15 minutes to run through it with you. So, and then you let them know that you'll check on them later that evening. So make sure you went through the steps okay and they don't have any questions. So you want to, with this, when you're asking somebody to trial the products, you don't want to leave them on the front doorstep. You want to book that kind of 15-minute, at least, 15 minutes, half an hour slot. You can give the Arbonne story. You can explain why Arbonne's different. You can go through your little 2-page Discover Arbonne presentation and whiz through. That takes like 20 minutes, and then give them an explanation of how they use the products. So they're more likely to use them. And there's a picture there of what I would lend out to somebody. My RE9 set, and I keep a spare pot of Genius, an empty pot of Genius pads. So I just put 3 pads in that pot. I've got the Ultra, and in the night cream as well, I decant it into the fridge, into a pot, and just put enough for 3 days. So no one's contaminating my night cream. And I've got my bag, and actually I've put a business card laminated, tied to the back of the bag, which you can't see in that picture. So then it's got my identity on it, it's mine. So we have that appointment with them. We run through the Discover Arbonne, mini 2-page is Arbonne for you document, and we leave the products with them and let them know we're going to check on them later to make sure that they're okay. And then, so when we check on them that evening, we can, we send them a text, go, hi Sarah, everyone's Sarah in this. How does your skin feel? What do you like so far? And then hopefully they'll say, great, and I love whatever the Genius pads, this is their example. And that's great, I'll check on you tomorrow morning too and see how you're getting on. And what it does that evening, if they've forgotten to try the product, so it either reminds them to try them if they haven't done it already, or if there is a problem, if they're not sure about how to use something, then you catch it early. They don't leave it 3 days because they weren't sure about something, and then you pick it up and they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't use it because I didn't know what I was doing with this. And it gets those, you kind of catch the problems, and you also remind them to use it. So I love this. And then in the morning, again, that's great. I'll check on you in the morning, say you're getting on. So in the morning, how do your cheeks feel this morning? What's your favorite product so far? And then I say, fantastic, I love the day cream. Great, I'll text you on Thursday before I collect them. So when you drop them off as well, always put the follow-up appointment in the diary. Don't just leave them and leave it, oh, I'll text you tomorrow, or book the follow-up in. You're a business person, be professional. These are your business tools, they're your products, your employees. So make sure you work them like a business, and be professional in your business. So, and know that other people are wanting to try these products as well. So they can't just hang around in their house for a week. You need to get them back. So you've got your appointment booked, and then you say, I'll text them on Thursday to know. So then you text them, hi Sarah, is it okay to pick the products up today at 10 a.m? I think you just love it. I can get you 40 to 50% off if it lasts anywhere between 3 and 6 months, depending on use. Would you be interested in purchasing at discount? Now, I love about this is you are closing before you even get there. And because for many of us, we go and pick up the products, and we can be quite scared about actually asking for the sale and making that close. Whereas we've done it before, so we know what we're walking into, we know what to expect, and that person, they can either say yes, or it makes it easier for them if they don't actually want them as well. I think that's my feeling on it. And then ask for the referral. So, and this I would do, like, if they absolutely love them and place an order with you, then we can always ask for that referral. Hi Sarah, I know you love the RE9. Which one of your friends would love to try these products too? So can you connect me with them, and I'll give you a free product. So you can offer them a freebie, and flash buyers are great for this because you can build up a stock of freebies to give to people. And then get them to do the work. Can you text your friend and ask them if you'd like to try a full-size set of vegan skincare for 3 days? And then I'll give you a free product. So yeah, I always ask for that referral. So some recommended reading around this subject: Recruiting Made Simple by Paula Pritchard. Love Paula Pritchard, love her style with this. Prospecting Rules by Russ McNeil. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. How to Sell Network Marketing Without Fear, Anxiety, or Losing Your Friends by Michael Oliver. Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. So that's some recommended reading. And of course, what I haven't got on there is GoPro by Eric Worre. I don't know why actually he needs putting on there, but I'm sure you've either, your sponsors brought that book for you, or you've bought the book yourself and you've got that GoPro book, Eric Worre. It is just essential. Love, love, love that book. So that's the first book to read. And then this is to expand on this area as well. So I hope that makes sense. Any questions, please ask, pop me a message, let me know how you're getting on. And good luck. Have a great business launch and good luck with your invites.